Stop scrolling. You've heard this line your whole life. If a shark stops swimming, it dies. It sounds true because it's terrifying, like sharks are cursed to cruise forever. But here's the real answer. Some sharks must keep moving. Others can stop. And the difference isn't toughness or being more savage, it's how they breathe. Sharks don't have lungs. They breathe through gills, and gills only work if water keeps flowing over them. No water flow equals no oxygen delivery. That's the only rule that matters. So sharks evolved two main strategies to solve the same problem. Move water across the gills. Strategy 1. The always moving sharks. These are the sleek open ocean machines, built for long-distance cruising, chasing prey, and living in places where there's nowhere to hide. Many of them rely heavily on ram ventilation. That means they force water through their gills by swimming forward, like sticking your head out of a moving car window. As long as they keep moving, oxygen flow stays high. So for these sharks, stopping for too long can be dangerous, not because they instantly drop dead the second they pause, but because their breathing efficiency depends on forward motion. If oxygen drops and they can't compensate, things go downhill fast. That's where the myth comes from. People watch certain sharks cruising nonstop and assume it's a universal rule. But here's the part the internet leaves out. Strategy 2. Sharks that can breathe while resting. These species can use buccal pumping. They actively pull water over their gills using muscles in the mouth and throat. In other words, they have a built-in pump. They don't need speed to breathe. They can sit still and keep oxygen moving. And some resting sharks have an extra cheat code, spiracles, small openings behind the eyes that help draw water in, especially when they're lying on the seafloor. That's why some species can literally park in a reef cave, barely moving, and still breathe just fine. So the real rule is not sharks must swim. The real rule is sharks must move water. Swimming is just one way to do it. Once you understand that, shark behavior suddenly makes perfect sense. A constant motion shark is engineered like a sports car. Fast, efficient, built for open water, built to travel. A resting shark is engineered like a trap. Camouflage, patience, ambush, and then a sudden burst. That's why you'll see some sharks cruising like they're on rails, and others lying on the bottom like they own the place. So next time someone confidently says, sharks die if they stop, hit them with the accurate version. Some sharks need to keep moving to breathe at peak efficiency. Others can stop and still pump water across their gills. The myth is half true, but it erased the coolest part of the story. Now here's your question. If your survival depended on one strategy, never stop moving, always cruising, always exposed, or stay still and breathe quietly hidden until the perfect moment, which would you choose and why?